Hey guys, Christo Garcia, my swing evolution. This is my Ben Hogan cup that my good buddy Seth, who helped me with my Hogan movie, sent to me. And he may be coming out to the intensive, it looks like. So half the spots are taken up, guys, for November 23rd and 24th. So I'd love to see if you guys want to have a weekend of great golf. Now, I'm excited to show this to you guys. Look at this. Ta-da! I graduated from yoga teacher training school, so now I'm qualified to teach yoga. How crazy is that? Yeah, this stuff has kind of blown my mind so much that I decided to do an 8-month training course to be certified in it, and it only helps my understanding of the body and the golf swing. Hey guys, so MSC Fitness, the diet section is going out hopefully today or tonight. We're working on it right now. And I'm so excited to share this information with you guys because if you've noticed, for the last 7 months, I've been at the same weight, in the 130s. I haven't yo-yoed at all. Now that's the fun thing is, I'm just eating and maintaining, and I haven't had any problems. In the past, when I've done a diet, the weight would always come right back on. So that should be going out to all you guys that got the pre-sale. Thank you so much. I think this stuff is life-changing. Now, this leads me to what I want to talk about today, which is, the last video I showed you that Billy Martin, my good friend, was talking to me about getting in this position where the club was kind of behind me. And it had a little bit more of a Hogan position here is what he was showing me. And so this position here I was talking about is kind of like, the quarterback is what I was saying. Is like I can get more leverage into that arm when it's up like that. And it led me down a rabbit hole. And today I'm going to be talking about Kyle Berkshire, the longest hitter in the world right now. This cat hit a golf ball 474 yards. That's a long golf ball. That may be the longest in these long drive competitions ever. And the guy's an absolute animal. But I find that really, really interesting because Jack Nicklaus was known for the flying elbow. Freddie Couples has a flying elbow. John Daly has a flying elbow. And Bubba Watson, all these guys have something in common. They hit the ball a freaking mile. So I'm going to have to explore this. I'm so curious about it. I can't wait to get out there and do it the next time. So stay tuned and check out this next video with Kyle Berkshire. Okay, guys, let's take a look at crazy Kyle Berkshire's long drive swing. This is just so insane. Let's just watch this work of art here. Man, the thing that I like so much about it is he's a real golfer. The guy can score. He played in college, and he hit it so long, some guys were like, why don't you look into this? Man, that is just so incredible. But look at this position. This is what I'm talking about, is what a good-looking golf swing. That's the thing that I think is so important for us to remember, is that athleticism and power is not a hindrance in our golf game. Like, we want to be able to create great power and speed, and it shouldn't do anything but help us play the game better. Man, okay, so let's go back to the top and take a look at this. You guys have heard me talk a lot about open kinetic chain versus closed kinetic chain. A closed kinetic chain is when you keep both feet planted. Now, me lifting my left heel off the ground, a lot of people say, oh, well, that's still closed because the ball of your foot is still on the ground. I don't agree with that because I'm de-weighting my lead leg. What is that? That's Kyle Berkshire opening his kinetic chain. Now, number two, a lot of people will say nowadays, yeah, but there isn't really a weight shift in the golf swing. Well, it sure seems to me like he's shifting his weight. This is classic swing central. Lifts the left heel, high hands. Man, look at this shoulder turn. This is just so insane. So he's got the high right elbow. Obviously, we're going to have a better angle on that. But check out where his elbow goes in transition. It's super high. Now we already see it before his arm's at left arm parallel. We see his trail elbow under the arm. So right there, he's got his right elbow under. And that's another major key that I've talked about for several years now. Now, the one thing is with a lot of these guys, you'll see he has the Michael Jackson going. But my gosh, he's got his hips, you know, they're just firing so hard. And look at all this lag. Now he's getting ready to launch. Now, at this point, I want to take a moment to talk about his explosiveness off of the ground. Now he's going to be, his hips are going to rise as he blasts off the ground and actually does like a little mini jump. That is so insane. From what I understand, since he started this long drive stuff a couple of years ago, he's picked up about 30 miles an hour of ball speed, which is absolutely incredible. And the hair, oh my gosh, it is just so hilarious to me. You know, it's true, in my mid-20s, I grew my hair out too, so I guess it's kind of a rite of passage. But the balance is what I like so much. That's the thing that I think is, you know, just absolutely crucial to take away from this, is like with all the jumping, high hands, super power leverage, he still finds balance at the end of his swing. So darn good. Now let's go back and let's talk about his address position. What do we notice first off is his hands are super duper strong. His hands are underneath the handle, or at least his right hand's under the handle and his top hand is really over. So these long drivers, they all have super strong grips. I'll tell you, this stuff is making me want to, it's about time to do another long drive evolution, or my driving evolution, because I need to get some length again. Now here he is, he's shifting his weight to his rear leg and head behind the ball. You know, there's so many great swing fundamentals that I see in this golf swing that are just fantastic. So we can see that stable head. Look at this. Head behind the ball. That ball is teed up super duper high too, but he's going to go up and get it. Smash. Totally cool. Super badass. I'm a fan. So let's look at these feet here, man. So I had a friend of mine who competes in long drive tell me that technically his weight is on his back foot when he makes impact. So, which is kind of crazy, you know, you hear you shift your weight to your front foot, you know, but he was telling me that it goes to the front foot and winds up in the back foot. But the thing that I think is kind of funny is if we look at this, it's almost like he's not even on the darn ground. You know, his front foot is off the ground, so he's actually blasting off. Yeah, so he's almost off the ground. The only thing that's on the ground is his trail toe. So maybe that's what it's all about. The weight winds up in that back leg, but you got to get to the front leg. You don't stay completely on the back leg. So let's see here. Let's keep moving forward. I want to dig into that even more. So this is the winning swing right here. Now, remember when I was doing my pelvic adjustment, I had started to have anterior pelvic tilt. We really see it right here that he just is in that power back position there. And here he is. The ball's up there so long, he's already re-teeing because he can't waste time before he finds out, oh, I just won. I just won this. So let's go back here. Yeah, he's got that curve in his back. He's not worrying about trying to have a flat back. You know, that I just don't think that that's really necessary at all. He does his foot rock. Now, this is what I find interesting, by the way. So right here, it doesn't look like he has a flying elbow. He's still got his elbow kind of in. And I'll tell you, you know, it's funny because if you look at Freddie Couples, it looks like he's got kind of a weak elbow position all the way back. Kind of like this isn't, he's not reaching for anything until this next frame. Here you see he starts to reach for it and then it gets even bigger. Like he's got that elbow way up like a quarterback, right? Now, if you're trying to throw a football a long way, you know, that's where I'm interested right now. You know, I have a YouTube friend I talk to online who has the Overhand Golf channel. You guys might want to check that out. He talks a lot about Cameron Champ. But, you know, this is what, you know, Billy Martin got me going down this road. It's so cool, by the way, like all these golf experts on YouTube, like sharing ideas and stuff that, you know, my elbow, I can't wait. I've been actually getting over a little problem with an injury, but, you know, hopefully I'll be back out there really soon. But that flying right elbow, that looks like leverage to me. Like he can really create a lot of power there. And then he, you know, obviously gets it down, and now he's got his right elbow way under. But look at that impact position. Very, very cool. And that ball is long gone. I'll wait for the police to leave. Hold on a second. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about here is high hands. Okay? Once he gets set, he takes his hands super duper high. Let's see how high they are. Up by that light. This is something that you see, you know, Bubba. This is also very similar to John Daly's position with that flying right elbow, high hands. You know, I haven't been doing this for a long time because ever since I started on my Hogan journey, you know, I kind of flattened my swing out. I wonder if there's a little happy medium somewhere in there. But those high hands, I mean, it looks like his arm is pointed inside of the ball, his lead arm. But here's where it flattens out and gets into that transverse plane, which is so important. Now look at it. It all lines up in a, you know, great line of compression where he's just going to sling that ball out there. So cool. It makes me want to hit the ball far. Like I said, you know, if I get this this little hip problem healed up, maybe I'll start a little driving evolution. We'll have to see. But thanks for the fun, man. Kyle Berkshire, what a great golfer, great golf swing, and so much for us to learn from. So hit 'em long and hit 'em straight. Hey guys, I'm Christo Garcia, the founder of My Swing Evolution, and welcome to MSE Fitness. I'm here today to help you get in the greatest shape of your life. I've always seen myself as a pretty good athlete, and then one day a few years ago, I woke up and realized I'd gained over 50 pounds. It can happen to anybody. Maybe your lifestyle started to change. Maybe you're sitting at a desk at work and you're not moving as much as you used to. It's really easy to put on a lot of extra weight. I'm going to be teaching you my 4 quadrants of fitness: diet, exercise, range of motion, and peace of mind. If you can incorporate these 4 elements into your daily routine, you can create the life you've always wanted to live. Well, I'm here to tell you today, you can get lean and mean and melt that fat right off your body and live the life you've always dreamed of. So let's get started.